Hi children, good morning all of you. How are you? Fine. Yesterday I finished some concepts, lowering of vapor pressure and relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay, remaining concept today I will start. Once again. Okay. Yesterday lowering of vapor pressure RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Simply P0 minus Ps. Here P0 minus Ps by P0. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay. Lowering of vapor pressure lowering what is meant by? What is lowering of vapor pressure? P0 means, P0 means vapor pressure of pure solvent, vapor pressure of solution. Okay. The difference between vapor pressure of the pure solvent and vapor pressure of the solution is known as lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure. And RLVP. So the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of the pure solvent is known as RLVP. Among LVP and RLVP has no units, but LVP has units of pressure. Among RLVP and RLVP has no units, but LVP has units of pressure. Okay, so these are lowering of vapor pressure and relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay, next another one is at a given temperature, at any given temperature, vapor pressure of solution, at a given temperature, vapor pressure of solution decreases with increase in concentration of solution. Understand point? At given temperature or at any given temperature, vapor pressure of solution decreases with increase in concentration of solution. At any given temperature, vapor pressure of solution decreases with increase in concentration of solution. Solution concentration increases means vapor pressure of the solution decreases. That is one of the point. Next another one is Van Webo showed that scientist Van Webo showed that RLVP means relative lowering of vapor pressure independent of temperature, even though both vapor pressure of solution and vapor pressure of solvent or solvent changes with temperature. So these are scientists. Van Gogh showed that RL will be independent of temperature, even though both vapor pressure of solution and vapor pressure of solvent changes with temperature. So that is one of the Van Gogh showed that, Van Gogh scientist, Van Gogh showed that RL will be independent of temperature, even though both vapor pressure of solution and solvent, so changes with temperature. So these are so RLVP Van Gogh, one of the Van Gogh proposed one of the concept. And another one is another very important Raoult's law. Raoult's law very important. Raoult's law, before we want first to concept of for Raoult's law problems also for G exam, for NEET exam, very important. In intermediate exam point of view also important. In intermediate and objective exam purpose also very important. Raoult's law, some applications, examples and problem numericals also. Okay. So I will first I will say statement. After that I will give formula under statement, and I will derive the equation also. Raoult's law very important. Generally, Raoult's law before variation in the vapor pressure of solution with concentration was studied by F.M. Raoult. Variation in the vapor pressure of solution. Variation in the vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of solution with concentration was first studied by F.M. Raoult. That means variation in the vapor pressure of solution. Vapor pressure of solution with concentration. Was first studied by F.M. Raoult. F.M. Raoult. Variation in the vapor pressure of solution with concentration was studied by first F.M. Raoult. Okay. Generally, according to Raoult's law, after that I will say, according to Raoult's law, after that I will explain. According to Raoult's law, vapor pressure of solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of solvent. Mole fraction of solvent in the solution. Mole fraction of solvent in the solution. Mole fraction of solvent in the solution. So, according to Raoult's law, vapor pressure of solution, according to Raoult's law, after that I will explain. First, I will give Raoult's law derivation. Finally, I will say Raoult's law statement. First, description, first information. According to Raoult's law, vapor pressure of solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of solvent in the solution. Mole fraction of the solvent in the solution. Generally, so mole fraction of solvent in the solution. Simply, now I am giving, let a solution containing, so I will give derivation, let solution containing number of moles of solvent Na. Na means number of moles of solvent. And Nb, number of moles of solute. Here A means solvent, B means solute. Na means number of moles of solvent, Nb means number of moles of solute. Okay. Next another one is Pa. Pa means vapor pressure of solution. And P naught A means vapor pressure of solvent. Pure solvent. Okay, Pa means vapor pressure of solution. So P naught A means vapor pressure of solvent. Okay. Xa means Xa and Xb. Xa means mole fraction of solvent. Xb means mole fraction of solute. Okay. So according to Rhodes, vapor pressure of solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of solvent. Vapor pressure of solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solvent. Here mole fraction of the solvent means, that means I will give derivation. According to Rhodes, vapor pressure of solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solvent. Simply, Pa is directly proportional to Xa. Here Pa means vapor pressure of solution. Xa means vapor pressure of solvent. Okay. Next another one is Pa equal to K into Xa. Here, okay, when solvent is taken, that is Xa equal to 1. When solvent is taken, Xa equal to 1, that means simply, so Pa equal to K into Xa. K means constant. When solvent is taken, that is Xa equal to 1. Xa means mole fraction of solvent. Next another one is here. Therefore, next step is K equal to P naught A. That means instead of, so equation 1. So equation 2 substituted in equation 1. That means Pa equal to P naught A into Xa. That is one formula. Next, equation 3 subtracted from 1, only 1. That means or simply I am writing like that, Pa by P naught A equal to Xa. That also correct. Now okay na? It is also equation 3. Anyone correct? Equation 3 subtracted from 1. Equation, so 1 minus equation 3. After that, listen. 1 minus PA by P naught A equal to or simply 1 minus XA. That means simply P naught A minus PA by P naught A equal to 1 minus XA. You understand point? So these are visible. Otherwise, I am writing here. One C. Simply, I am writing here. Now, okay. Simply, P naught A minus PA by P naught A equal to 1 minus XA. We know generally one point. XA plus XB equal to 1, we know. Mole fraction of solute plus solvent equal to 1. Mole fraction of solvent, mole fraction of solute 1. 1 minus XA equal to XB. That means next row. P naught A minus PA by P naught A equal to XB. So P naught A means vapor pressure of solvent, vapor pressure of solution. P naught A means simply finally. XB means mole fraction of solvent, mole fraction of solvent. So the simply finally, therefore P naught A minus P naught PA by P naught A equal to XB. That means here XB means mole fraction. XB means mole fraction of solvent. Mole fraction of solvent and P naught A minus PA by P naught A equal to RLVP. That means relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. From this equation, I will say up to here complete. From the equation I am writing once. Simply. Up to here complete. Once this same equation I am writing. Simply. P naught A minus PA by P naught A equal to simply XV. That is a mole fraction. Simply these are RLVP. They are considered. RLVP is directly equal to XV. That means RLVP means relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. XV means mole fraction of solvent. Mole fraction of solvent. That means XV equal to mole fraction of solvent. Mole fraction of solvent that equal to XV equal to NB by Na plus NB. We know. Mole fraction of solvent equal to number of moles of solvent by mole fraction of XV means mole fraction of solute. A means XA means mole fraction of solvent. XV means mole fraction of solute. Here mole fraction of solute. Mole fraction of solute. Mole fraction of solute. Okay. XA means mole fraction of solvent. XV means mole fraction of solute. Mole fraction of solute equal to number of moles of solute by number of moles of solvent plus number of moles of solute. These are dilute solutions. In very dilute solutions, Na is greater than equal to Nb, because in denominator Nb value neglected. So finally, therefore P naught minus Ps by P naught equal to same, both are same, equal to, so simply N of B by N of A that equal to, now I consider Here Na solvent, Nb solute. Solute means small w by small m, capital W by capital M. Here solvent means big letters, solute means small letters. That means Nb by Na. So in denominator, number of moles of solute can be neglected because in very dilute solutions, very dilute means solute concentration very very less. In very dilute solution means solute concentration less. Solute concentration less means now here in denominator I neglected Nb value. Nb means number of moles of solute. The number of moles of solute can be neglected in denominator. So that means finally P naught minus Ps by P naught equal to Nb means these are small w by small m into capital M by capital W. That is a simplified. It is a simplified Raoult's law. It is a simplified Raoult's law. That is a Raoult's law. Okay. P naught minus Ps by P naught equal to small w by small m into capital M by capital W. Now I will give Raoult's law statement. Once again. Okay. So these are Raoult's law derivation. Now I will give simplified Raoult's law. Very very important. That is a simplified Raoult's law. So I will say Raoult's law statement. Raoult's law statement means the relative lowering vapor pressure of dilute solution of non-volatile solute is equal to mole fraction of solute in the solution. Mole fraction of the solute in the solution. Okay. The relative lowering vapor pressure of dilute solution of non-volatile solute is equal to mole fraction of the solute in the solution. Mathematically, RLVP means you know P naught minus Ps by P naught, or simply P naught. Some books they mentioned like that. P naught minus Ps by P naught equal to small w by small m into capital M by capital W. Here P naught means vapor pressure of here P naught vapor pressure of pure solvent. Ps means vapor pressure of solution. Yesterday given P naught Ps. Next small w means weight of solute. Small m means molecular weight of solute. And capital W weight of solvent. Capital M means molecular weight of Molecular weight of solvent. Simply we know small letter means solute, capital letter means solvent. So these are Raoult's law, very important RLVP. Simply Raoult's law statement for IP and object very important. IP public one. The relative lowering vapor pressure of dilute solution of non-volatile solute is equal to mole fraction of solute in the solution. Mathematically, simply P naught minus Ps by P naught equal to small w by small m into capital M by capital W. Here P naught means vapor pressure of pure solvent. Ps means vapor pressure of the solution. Okay. P naught minus Ps means lowering of vapor pressure. P naught minus Ps by P naught equal to RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay. Small w means weight of solute, small m means molecular weight of solute, capital W means weight of solvent, capital M means molecular weight of solvent. That is a Raoult's law. Raoult's law. So, in Raoult's law, RLVP is used to calculate the molecular weight of solute. So, weight of, so generally RLVP used to calculate the gram molecular weight of solute or weight of solute also. So that is one of the important. RLVP is used to calculate the gram molecular weight of solute. RLVP is useful to calculate the gram molecular weight of solute. So that is a Raoult's law statement, and these are derivation are already given. So before I derived the derivation. So these are Raoult's law statement and formula, very important. Okay, write down the Raoult's law statement, very important. Next one. Applications of Raoult's law. Applications of Raoult's law. Raoult's law, it is applicable to. It is applicable to. First, dilute solutions only. Dilute solutions only. Second one is the solute must be non-volatile in nature. Raoult's law is applicable to dilute solutions only. The solute must be non-volatile in nature. Next, the solution containing solute. The solution containing solute. Solute means non-volatile solute. It solute undergo neither dissociation nor association. containing solute undergo neither dissociation nor association. And the last one is, it is applicable to only ideal solutions only. Ideal solutions only. So these are applications of Raoult's law. That means limitations. Okay. Raoult's law is applicable to dilute solutions only. The solute must be non-volatile in nature. The solution containing solute undergo neither dissociation nor association. Okay. So it is applicable to ideal solution. Here one last point very important. What is meant by ideal solution? Now I will give definition of ideal solution. What is meant by ideal solution? Ideal solution. Ideal solution. What is ideal solution? A solution which obeys Raoult's law at all concentrations and all temperatures is known as Raoult's law. A solution which obeys the Raoult's law at all concentrations and all temperatures is known as ideal solution. Like that ideal gas type. So a solution which obeys the Raoult's law at all concentrations and all temperature. At all temperatures is known as ideal solution. Ideal solution. Example 1. Benzene and toluene. Benzene and toluene. Second, N-hexane and N-heptane, alkenes, these are liquids. Third one is chlorobenzene and bromobenzene. Next, fourth one is ethyl bromide and ethyl iodide. Last one is ethylene chloride and ethylene bromide. Okay, so these are ideal solution. What do you mean by ideal solution? A solution which obeys the Raoult's law. A solution which obeys the Raoult's law at all concentrations and all temperatures is known as ideal solution. Example: benzene and toluene, N-hexane and N-heptane, chlorobenzene and bromobenzene, ethyl bromide and ethyl iodide, and another one is ethylene chloride and ethylene bromide. So these are ideal solutions. So in intermediate examination point of IP questions, so many times asked. Okay, what is ideal solution? State Raoult's law. All our problems also objective exam purpose. Problems also very important. In theory purpose, examples also important for objective. In intermediate compulsory. Okay, so these are ideal solution. That is Raoult's law statement and applications and ideal solution completed. Okay. Next another one is okay, write down ideal solution. Dear students, following hard, not hard, very easy. Okay, very easy. Okay, completed. So don't neglect the subject. So write down all points. Come on, down visible So last point is ethylene chloride and ethylene once again. Example benzene and toluene, N-hexane and N-heptane, chlorobenzene and bromobenzene, ethyl bromide and ethyl iodide. Last one is ethylene chloride and ethylene bromide. So these are all our examples. Next one is particle concentration. Particle concentration in a solution. Particle concentration in a solution. Particle concentration in a solution means particle concentration equal to molar concentration of solution, molar concentration of solution into number of ions formed, number of ions formed from one molecule of a solute, one molecule of a solute. Particle concentration equal to molar concentration of solution into number of ions formed from one molecule of a solute. For example, particle concentration of 0.01 m aluminum sulfate solution. Aluminum sulfate solution. 0.01 m aluminum sulfate solution containing particle concentration. Particle concentration of 0.01 m aluminum sulfate solution. Here aluminum, 2 aluminum ions. 2 aluminum ion means 2 into 0.01, that means 0.02. Okay, how many sulfate ions? 3 sulfate ions. 3 sulfate ions means 3 into 0.01, that means 0.03. Total how much? 0.05 m. That is a example. Anyway, particle concentration of 0.01 m aluminum sulfate solution is how much? So that means answer how much? 0.05 m. That is a answer. So that is a answer. Okay, example 1 and another example. Now example 2. Another one is example 2. Particle concentration of 0.01 molar glucose solution. Blood glucose solution. These are ionic compound, but covalent compound. Covalent compound cannot produce ion. That means glucose formula C6H12O6 not produced particles. These are considered as a one unity. These are only particles are considered as a one unity because these are not produces ions. That is considered as a one unity. That means answer 1 into 0.01. That means answer 0.01 m. That is a answer. Okay, that is a particle concentration of 0.01. So glucose solution like that. So these are particle concentration. And another one is boiling point. What do you mean by boiling point? Boiling point means the temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure is known as boiling point. Next concept, tomorrow I will start boiling concept, just one point required in this concept. Boiling point definition, the temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure is known as boiling point. One liquid having one vapor pressure. Liquid vapor pressure equal to atmospheric pressure, certain temperature. The temperature is known as boiling point. The temperature at which vapor pressure of the liquid becomes equal to atmospheric pressure, that is known as boiling point. Simply, first one is vapor pressure is inversely proportional to particle concentration. Particle concentration. CVNC means Vp means vapor pressure. And another one is lowering of vapor pressure is directly proportional to particle concentration. Particle concentration. These are different types of relations. Lowering of vapor pressure is directly proportional to particle concentration. And another is Bp means boiling point, also directly proportional to particle concentration. CONC means concentration. So these are useful formulas. Anyway, vapor pressure is inversely proportional to particle concentration. Actually, vapor pressure boiling point inversely proportional to. Boiling point is inversely proportional to vapor pressure. Vapor pressure is inversely proportional to particle concentration. Lowering of vapor pressure is directly proportional to particle concentration. Again, boiling point also directly proportional to particle concentration. Okay, so these are some important points in particle concentration. Okay, and today next another concept. Vapor pressure of liquid solutions. Vapor pressure of liquid solutions and Raoult's law and Dalton's law. Last year you know Dalton's law? Dalton's law means at a constant temperature, the total pressure of the gaseous mixture equal to sum of the partial pressure of all component gases. Last year states are matter, first year syllabus. Capital P equal to small p1 plus p2, that is a Dalton's law. Okay. Vapor pressure of liquid solutions, Raoult's law and Dalton's law. Generally, at a given temperature, partial pressure of volatile component. So at given temperature, partial pressure of volatile component is directly proportional to mole fraction in the solution. That is a Raoult's and Dalton's relation. That means at a given temperature, partial pressure of volatile components is directly at a given temperature, partial pressure of volatile components is directly proportional to mole fraction of solution. fractional solution. That is a Raoult's law and Dalton's relation. Simply, mole fractional solution. Simply we know, before already given one equation, PA is direct, PA equal to P naught A into XA. These are one. Okay, and another one is PB equal to P naught B into XB. Here PA equal to partial pressure of PA equal to partial pressure of component A. Component A. PA equal to partial pressure of component A. PB equal to partial pressure of component B. Component B. Okay. Next, P naught A equal to vapor pressure of component A in pure form. Vapor pressure of component A in pure form. Next, same. P naught B equal to vapor pressure of component B in pure form. Okay. Generally, according to these are Raoult's law. These two are Raoult's law concept. Okay. Already before I explained. According to Raoult's law, partial pressure of generally. So partial pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solvent. Okay. Generally, simple vapor pressure of the solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solvent. These two are Raoult's law. Next, according to Dalton's law, capital P equal to generally PA plus PB. That means PA means P naught A into XA plus P naught B into XB. That is a total pressure. Here capital P means total pressure. Capital P means total pressure. Here XA means mole fraction of solvent. XA means mole fraction of solvent. XB means mole fraction of solute. XA means mole fraction of solvent. XB means mole fraction of solute. So that is vapor pressure of liquid solutions and Raoult's law and Dalton's law both are interrelations. At a given temperature, partial pressure of volatile component is directly proportional to mole fraction of solution. PA equal to P naught A into XA. We know generally. PB equal to P naught B into XB. PA means partial pressure of component A, partial pressure of component B. P naught equal to vapor pressure of component A in pure form. So that in pure form these are solvent. These are solvent. So these are another vapor pressure of component B in pure form. So that is PA and PB. Okay. And then now I will give one graph, ideal solution graph. Now I will give one graph. equal to what here? P naught A XA plus P naught B XB. Okay. These are P naught A. These are P naught B. Okay. These are first solution. These are second solution. Simply, these are PA. These are PB. Okay. Here partial pressure. Here partial pressure. Partial pressure. Here mole fraction. Here x1, x2. Here 1, here 0. 1 means A, 2 means B. Okay. Here x1, here x2. Here 0, here 1, like that. So these are graph, ideal solution graph, and that is the graph. The graph is belong to Raoult's law and Dalton's law. Raoult's law and Dalton's law. Okay, graph. The graph is applicable to ideal solution. So that is okay. This is total pressure. P equal to P naught A into XA plus P naught B into XB. So these are ideal solution graph. Write down. Okay, Nama? Next. Next one is relation between RLVP and M. M means molality. Relation between relative lowering vapor pressure and molality. Relation. M means molality. M means molality. Formula RLVP equal to small m into capital M by 1000. Here small m means molality. Molality of the solution. Molality of the solution. Capital M means gram molecular weight of solvent. Gram molecular weight of solvent. That is a simple relation. RLVP equal to small m into capital M by 1000. Here small m means molality, capital M means gram molecular weight of solvent. Here solid water means 18, benzene means 78. Okay, ethyl alcohol means 46, like that. Okay, these are gram molecular weight. Anyway, relation between RLVP and M. M means molality. RLVP equal to molality into, these are not molality, gram molecular weight. Gram molecular weight by 1000. Okay, here gram molecular weight, here capital M means gram molecular weight of solvent. Small m means molality of the solution. So these are today different types of Raoult's law and concepts. Anyway, Raoult's law once again. Raoult's law statement: the relative lowering vapor pressure of dilute solution of non-volatile solute is equal to mole fraction of the solute in the solution. Mole fraction of the solute in the solution. And another one is Raoult's law is applicable to dilute solutions. Applicable to dilute solutions. and the solute must be non-volatile nature, applicable to ideal solutions. Solution containing solute neither, so it either neither undergoes association nor dissociation. Okay, anyone. Next one is, so another one is particle concentration. Particle concentration equal to molar concentration into number of ions formed from one molecule of solute. Okay, for example, already given. So 0.01 m aluminum sulfate solution and glucose 0.01. But glucose, urea, sucrose, starch, these are considered, these are covalent compound not producing ions. These compounds, number of particles are considered as one unity. Number of particles considered as one unity. So these are different types of Raoult's law and interrelation of Raoult's law and another one is Dalton's law. So these are different types of okay concepts. Relation RLVP equal to molality into capital M gram molecule of solvent by 1000. Okay, so these are Raoult's law. Okay, dear students, understand all points. Okay, so listen carefully. Okay, write in all points in the classwork. It's my suggestion. Okay, thank you for all. Okay, thank you.